Morning, everyone. This is Phil from Walmart, Right Lane Trucking, coming at you. Just pulled into my Livermore store. Figured I would stop and videotape it before I back in. I don't know if I can videotape while I'm backing, so we'll see what I can do. But it's a little bit crazy, Doc. I'll turn the camera around so you can see it, but it is somewhat tight for a sleeper, and so here we go. I'm gonna turn you around. All right, so this is my view from the front of the tractor. The dock is located over here. It's two docks. One dock is open, so I'm gonna have to watch out for the cone, watch out for the red pole, watch out for the wall, watch out for the dumpster. Don't hit that other wall right there, and then come around and go to the far as forward as I can, and then just keep going over to my right till I get close to those bales of cardboard and plastic. So it's going to be interesting, and then I'm going to have to do a blind side into the dock slightly. So yeah. Somebody asked, hey, film some of these stores you go to. Well, this is one of them. All right. Let me see if I can set it up so I can record it. There's the docks there. There's my tractor. And I'm all the way forward, so I can kind of get a good idea of how much room I have. It doesn't look crazy bad, but anyway, I'm going to set up the camera, see if I can record my backing. All right. Don't criticize my backing or my camera skills. Or my backing. All right. Everyone, so you saw me do a couple of pull-ups. Had to cut it hard to my left or to the driver's side in order to move the tail over towards the dock, and I just didn't like the blind side. I was going real slow. Every time I'd make a move, I'd have to adjust that passenger side mirror so I could see the other trailer behind me, so I don't do corner to corner on the back there. And then just a couple pull-ups, but overall I'm pretty impressed. Not too bad. I'm going to walk you over to the dock, and that way you can see what I was really concerned about. Not so much the trailer that's in the dock, it was the fact that this dock is so close to this fence and wall, and so I wanted to make sure that I wouldn't hit the fence. Looks like somebody else already hit it, so let me switch it around so you can see You know, it's what is that, like I'm gonna guesstimate about 18 inches from the bottom curb, so that's not too bad. Pretty straight, guys. Yeah, not too bad, not too shabby for an old dude. All right, let me go get this unloaded now. One thing I always take, I got my clipboard, I have my lock on my hip because I took that off during my 360, and I got my gloves and my mask. So we'll get these, I think they have 5 pallets, so we'll get these offloaded, or 3 pallets, and then go over to San Ramon. Catch you there. Bye. All right, everyone, I'm inside the trailer. He just got the first dairy product out, and behind these bulkheads are his 2 frozen. So I'm gonna get those bulkheads moved up. You've got to take down these straps right here, these hooks, and they aren't a pulley system. So let me get that for him so I can get out of here. All right, right now he's going in, getting his frozen out. He's got one on one side, one on the other. So let me get out of his way when he brings it out here. And then he's got one more to get. I put the bulkheads back down, close up the trailer, off to the next store. All right, even though I'm not going that far to San Ramon, I always use the strap and strap it down. If you're watching my videos, you know that sometimes these things fall over. Most of those ones that have fallen over are tipped. I hadn't even cracked open once yet. So they fell over during transport, and usually there was always somebody else driving. And I picked it up at a sack. As you can see, I got one box on the ground. That's not from me, that's from them in the DC not wrapping it correctly. But the rest of my pallets are upright, the way they're supposed to be. All right, let me close these bulkheads. All right, everyone, hey, that didn't take much time, did it? It was only 3 pallets, pretty easy. And the associate was there waiting for me. At least he was around. He heard the door and came right over, so that was a good thing. So off to the next store. Now there's 2 ways I could look for the next store. I could look at my device, or I could look at my paperwork. And what I'm looking for is the store number, and in this case it's 5610. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and plug it into the nav system just to make sure that it's the same store that I'm thinking of in my head, that I've been to many times. Well, at least it's one that I've frequented more than others around here. Okay, so 5610, done, search, and I'm just going to confirm on my paperwork. It says 5610. So again, check your paperwork and then check the your dispatch. And yes, this is the one off of Acosta.
Asking for route.
So I'm going to go ahead and start the route.
Building route.
Usually I silence her.
Started, lost positive.
You can hear her talking now. I usually silence her until I get close. This case, I don't really need her. I just like to see how many miles I have until I get there. So off we go. I got to hit the depart button, show that I was here and have left. I already hit the arrive. I did the arrival section. Now I'm going to do the depart section. And then it's a pretty simple out. It's just pull out straight, get past the dock, and then cut it hard right. And then another right, another right, another right, and then finally a left onto the highway. So yes, 315, 804, that's my trailer number. Yes, it's still loaded. And the store was awesome, so it gets 5 stars. Yay. All right, so I will check in with you when I get to San Ramon. All right, everyone. Hey, I'm in San Ramon. It took a little longer because I think, I have checked the schedule, but I think the 49ers are playing a preseason game at Levi Stadium in San Jose, and there was a lot of traffic on the transition from 580 to 680 going that direction. So it slowed me down, even though I was going northbound. I've already arrived, got off driving activity, arrived in the system, but I'm stopped right now. I just kind of want to show you the driveway a little bit here. I had to come in off the street, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera around so you can see in the mirror what it looks like. So the street is back there. It's a light. You have to swing really wide right, or go to the left and then swing in wide. If any cars are coming out of this driveway, it becomes an issue because you need all that space to make the turn around the curb. Now, as I was getting ready to make my turn, I have my signal on and I'm getting ready to go. I got a green light now, and I see a motorcycle in my passenger side mirror. So again, like I was saying last night, you guys got to check your mirrors. You got to check them, especially when you're turning, just before the turn as well, because motorcyclists, bicyclists, pedestrians, anybody and everybody can come through. Now you can see straight back, I've got those pedestrian signs, and then just on the left of that is a truck drive. I got to go down to the end there and then make a right turn around to the dock. So let's get going. I'm gonna film once I get back there. I'm not filming while driving. Guys, I pulled up, I stopped. I wanted to show you how I take this turn a little bit, kind of describe it. I'm not gonna be able to film it because I'll be moving, but I want to give you an idea of what Walmart does for us. And they really work with the landscapers or groomers or the city, depending on what it is, to ensure that we have proper clearance. For that, I came in all the way to my left. You saw the driveway. I had to get all the way to the left because I've got to make a pretty sharp right turn, and I got to basically hug the curb on my driver's side in order to make this turn and go around everything. But I wanted to give you an idea of what it looks like up close. If you can see it, I don't know if you can see it in this video. It's just, anyway, this tree that I'm focused on, they come in and trimmed the branches so that we can get through. Literally, like, sawed them down so that we can get through this. And then you come in here and then you make your hard right turn around. You want to get as close to that fire hydrant and poles as possible, but do not hit them. So I'm going to pull up the rest of the way to the dock. All right, everyone. All right, I made that right turn, and this is what I see. Okay, so we've got the dock is right where he's parked, and there's only one dock here. So, but you can see in the front of him, you got a light pole. I don't know if you can see in the front of him that there's a light pole there. Let me see if I can do this while filming. Yes, I can. So right in front of him, he's got the light pole. And then when he leaves, he's got the building on that passenger side. So he's going to go out towards the light pole and then turn to the right. As soon as you turn to the right, then you have to turn to the left. Basically, you're taking the backside of the buildings in this strip mall to go ahead and do what you got to do. So you can see you got yellow poles, you got a dumpster, and I've got my driver partner coming out now. So, all right, let me get going. All right, the other driver came out and said, hey, they're waiting on you. So I figured I'd film him leaving so you can see how he leaves from here. And then I'll get on the dock. Right turn, get around, left turn. There he goes with the left turn around. And good thing, again, like I said before, is they get out here and they trim those trees. So let me get on the dock, guys. All right, guys, we got me on the dock right there, and then as soon as I started to back, I noticed another driver here. So get me out of here and then get him on the dock. So you see that's 3 drivers here, all roughly the same time. All right, everyone, this is Phil again. Hey, San Ramon store, we're done. We're going to be heading towards San Jose now. A little slow. Not exactly as molasses drying or dripping, but it took a little longer than it should have. And so now I've got to get to San Jose. I'm still on my time schedule that I set for myself, so that's a good thing. 4179 74. But it's not. I could have been further along earlier, but it is what it is, right, guys? So it's trucking. So I've already outbounded, and now I'm ready to go. Make that right left. Don't know where the other driver went. Maybe he went in the store to shop. Maybe he's taking his meal. I don't know. He's still parked right there. He's not in the driver's seat, so he'll get on the dock after I leave sometime. So here we go. I'm gonna catch in with you when I get to San Jose. Later, guys. All right, everyone. Hey, I am in San Jose now. Made it here. I arrived. There's my rig, and in the dock, there's 2 docks. I don't know if you can see it. There's another truck back there. So I'm just getting out to do my 360 before backing up, and just making sure I'll be fine. Give you an idea what the dock looks like. So I'm going to turn it around here. This area here, wide open, lots of space. I could have probably set up a little bit better. I didn't get too close to those poles on purpose, and then I'll just swing it in. And but looks like I have to wait, because it looks like that dock door has a big X on it, so I'm not going to be able to use that dock. So yeah, well, I guess I'll just have to wait for him to get out in order for me to get in. So let me go check in with them, see if that's the case. Red X usually means don't do it, right? So yeah, but somebody's been scraping down here. Here, let me turn this around again so you can see. I think it's the trailer skirts, because it goes down into the pit there. I think the trailer skirts make contact, so there's not a whole lot you can do with it. Even if you put your tandems all the way back, you're going to really hit it. But just take it slow. That way it doesn't cause much damage, just a little bit of rubbing. So again, I'm just going to go check in with them and then wait my turn. I got a meal to take too, so I'll probably take my meal real quick. That way I'm far enough out of his way that he can still get out and do a U-turn before I back up. So, all right, guys, there we are. I'm in San Jose. Now I got to get this done. I want to get out of here by 2. I don't know if that's going to happen with this other truck here. So it's like 1:25 now. So 2 o'clock. It's 273 miles back to McCarran. So it's basically 5.5 hours to get back to McCarran. So I'm going to take my meal now. I'll probably have to stop again to take another meal. It just depends on traffic and how things are going. So yeah, I'll get back to you guys. All right, everyone, my meal is over. I'm backed into the dock. I'm heading in to get my last 5 pallets removed, and then it's off to the races back to McCarran. So I'll check in with you before I leave. All right, everyone, that was quick. They had somebody there ready to, obviously they knew I was here, ready to unload, and didn't waste any time. So those are the kind of stories you like when and they're prepared and they're organized and they've got a plan on how they're going to do it. So other ones seem to take a long time, and so I'm just plugging in the GPS and getting the depart done right now to get on road, going back to McCarran. I'm gonna update my ETD because I had it set for tomorrow, and I think I'm gonna get back in time to take a load. So I'm gonna put 3.25, and then I'm gonna have 45 hours on my clock. Let's see, 14 from 70 is 56, and then by 8 o'clock take 11 hours off of that. Yeah, it'd be 45. I was right. All right, so empty, and they were awesome. 5 stars for them. And I'm just going to review the route that it takes me out of here. I just want to see what kind of route they're going to give me leaving out of here.
Has told.
Yeah, this route was told. Let's see. All right, so Alma, right on Long, and yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. I think I'm going to go back the way I came in, guys. I have a feeling that traffic is going to be bad, so I'm going to, there is a game, it's a Raiders 49ers game, go figure. So not only bad enough that it's the 49ers, meaning it's going to be trafficy, now the Raiders came into town to play the 49ers, so that's even more so, right? So I'm all good to go. I'm all ready to go. I've figured out which way I'm going to go. So I will check back with you if I take a break along the way. I'll check in. If I go straight through, I'll check in when I get to McCarran. All right, everyone. Bye. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, it is Phil. I am in Nevada. I am about 2 miles from the DC here. I had to stop. 2 miles. You're like, hey, couldn't make it 2 miles? It's more to that, right? Because I was running close to my 10th hour, and you have to have a meal by the 10th hour, started by the 10th hour for the second meal. Because I didn't stop. I didn't stop once since I left San Jose. So I had to stop because if I got up to the gate and tried to park this, I would run out of time to park it. So I pulled in. There's a truck stop / gas station right down the road, and it's very tiny, but right down the road from the DC. So that's where I stopped for a 30-minute rest period, meal period. So I'm gonna have that, and then get up. I've already got my dispatch, so all I got to do is park this trailer, get the other trailer, and get back on road. So stay tuned. Find out where I'm going to end up. I kind of already know, but find out where I'm going to end up. What's up, everybody? It's Phil from Walmart, Right Lane Trucking, coming at you tonight. And just want to touch base and conclude our day. So I think I left you, I was at that truck stop on my meal. I didn't have time to film when I was in McCarran at all. I got in, parked that trailer, got my other trailer, got my paperwork, fueled the trailer, fueled the truck, and I had to get out the door because I had to get somewhere. And I made it. I am in Sacramento. So, yeah, that's where I'm at right now, Sacramento. So it was a tough, I won't say tough, but it obviously there are some folks out driving right now that don't usually drive the pass. So when somebody doesn't drive the pass, they tend to be a lot more cautious, and no, I'm not faulting them at all, but you get behind one and it slows you down just a little bit more than you expect. So yeah, but I shut down, and I shut down with 13 minutes 58 seconds, or 13 hours 58 minutes and 31 seconds. So I had 1 minute and 29 seconds left. And I'm actually not on property because I'm right down the street from it. It's like a block to the driver's side. The reason I did that is because usually, or lately, it's been kind of full in there as far as trailers, and I just need to make sure that I could shut down. So I shut down out here on the roadway. There's a lot that's out here. I don't know who it belongs to. Hey, I'm going to shut down. I can walk down there in the morning and get my coffee and everything else. So, but I don't know what the camera's doing. It looks like it's going in and out. It's kind of weird. That was my day. I filmed it all, so you can see the different steps. I'll put it all together in one video, and you'll see it. I'm going to get on the soapbox for a second, and you'll the title that you probably saw gives you an idea. I've heard somebody say truckers don't have common sense. Or this other term, oh, that bless his heart. He just doesn't have any common sense, does he? What is common sense? And why do people not appear to have common sense? Think about that for a second. Why do people appear to not have common sense? And I say appear. Okay. I grew up in Southern California. I grew up by the beach community in a town called El Segundo. So it's right by the beach. Somebody from the Midwest wouldn't know what it's like to do that, right? To live close to the beach and be a beach kid growing up. And I wouldn't know what it's like to be on a farm in the Midwest. You see where I'm going with this? Common sense comes from life experiences. Somebody had to tell you at one point when you were a kid, I remember my parents did, don't put your finger in the light socket, the electrical socket. Don't touch the oven, it's hot. Don't change lanes without signaling. These are all things we were taught, which becomes common sense to you. Whatever you're taught is common to you. Whatever I was taught is common to me. So if I was never taught it and I've never experienced it, how is it going to be common to me? Chew on that, because we've got to be a little more forgiving of where people come from. And what is common to them might not be common to you. And what's common to you definitely isn't common to somebody that just came in from another country. So think about that. Write comments. I'll be more than happy to respond. But that's my little soapbox. And if you want a better illustration of this, there's one movie out there that really kind of illustrates it to the fullest. And you're going to laugh because it's a comedy with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. The title of the movie is called Twins. And those two are allegedly twins. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny DeVito. Big Arnold Schwarzenegger in his heyday before he was the governor. And Danny DeVito from Taxi played in a movie pretending to be twins or brothers. Watch it. It touches on this subtly. It doesn't come out and say it, but it's exactly what I'm talking about, is how you get common sense. All right, this is Phil from Walmart Right Lane Trucking. I'm gonna hit the bed because it is late and I've got 3 stores to get to. One is in Stockton, the other one is back at that Tracy location that I was at this morning, and the last one is in Pleasanton. I think I've been to the Stockton one. Obviously Tracy, I've never been to Pleasanton, so have to do some research on those 2 stores just to make sure that I know how to get in and out of them. But other than that, talk to you tomorrow. Good night.